Hey guys, Rumblysuperset here, back again, and this time I want to go over something a little bit different. It's regarding a lot of things, really, in terms of my channel, how it works, what it entails in terms of time, editing, just everything in general, and then eventually, because I've had quite a few people ask about donations, because I don't really have donations set up on MobCrush. A lot of people who do like Twitch, they have donations and subscriptions set up there, and that's cool. But really, people don't really have a way to donate to me, and they keep asking me, and I'm like, you know what? Here's a link, but I don't really require it, and I don't like that concept. Like, here's the link, just give me money. I like the idea of being able to give back to you guys in case you guys wanted to donate. And I stumbled upon Patreon, and I realized that if the option is there, I want to be able to do something for you guys in return. And so I set up a Patreon. Now, before I get into it, I want to explain basically why I'm doing this. Aside from just the donation point of view. So with YouTube comes a lot of time invested if you make it your full-time job, which it is. Originally, it started off as a hobby. I did it because I thought I was kind of interested in the whole YouTube scene, putting up videos and seeing how people respond to them. But I didn't really think much of it past that point. Like, here's some videos. Oh, people like it. Cool. Okay, whatever. I didn't really think of it as being a full-time job. But as time progressed, I realized, man, these people are freaking awesome. I love being able to communicate with you guys in my comment sections. And now that I'm streaming, I love being able to just play games live with you guys. Even though I lose all the time now, God, you guys are getting so good at the game that I'm starting to lose all the time now, and it's really depressing for me. But I'm just glad that I can give back to you guys in some form. But yeah, so that kind of community, that sense of camaraderie, kind of grew in my mind. I'm like, there's something that's really awesome, something you can do that you weren't able to do, say, 10 years ago before YouTube existed. I think YouTube's only been around for 10 years or so. So it's a fairly new concept, and I think that's freaking amazing. And so what happened was my hobby became a job. Eventually, I spent from 2 hours a week doing videos to now 8 to 9 hours a day, sometimes even more depending on the intensity of the project. And so the reasons why is, as time progressed, I valued my putting out quality content. I wanted to be able to give to you guys the best quality type of content I can give out, which is 1080p, 60 frames, nice editing, everything's fitted together perfectly, so it's not just a nuisance to you guys. It's not it's like evil pouring into your eyes, basically. And with that comes extra time. Doing daily uploads comes an immense amount of time. Uploading one video a day basically takes a minimum of 4 hours, a minimum. Because not only do you have to record it, but on a bad day, that 4 hours can increase because you might lose 3-4 games in a row, and you're like, okay, well, none of this content, even if I lose, I might post it, but a lot of it ends up just me being destroyed on a bad day, and that just compounds on the amount of time invested in a video for editing and stuff like that. So you record the video, then you have to edit it, which takes a while, and then you have to process it, which also takes a while. And all the time, you do not have access to that editing software anymore. Once it starts processing, you have to wait until the next video can start the processing sequence. And so yeah, it kind of just, there's a lot of different intricate things that are involved in YouTube that people don't really realize. And to top it off, now I'm starting to compound on that with live streaming. I've switched over to MobCrush, and I've told you guys, on MobCrush that it's not about money. That's why I was willing to give up the Twitch, where you did have subscriptions, and if you got partnered, and you do have donations, and so I switched over to MobCrush. It's for you guys, and I like it because not only is it mobile centered, but it's appropriate because I'm doing it for you guys. I'm not doing it for myself per se. In a sense, I guess I kind of am. It's fun to do. It's entertaining, and I like to do it. So I do it because I like to do it, and also mainly because I want to interact with you guys, my viewers, and play with you guys. Because I always get comments saying, "I want to play with your Rumbly," and it's like, well, it's really hard to play with thousands of people. So here's a stream. Let's get these games going, and that's why I do on MobCrush. But with that said comes a lot more time, and which is fine if I had some form of income. YouTube gives me a little bit, but if any of you guys have had experience in YouTube, you would know that a channel with 23,000 subscribers, which in reality isn't much, cannot support you financially. It cannot. It's impossible unless you're just pulling tens of thousands of views per video, and you're just rolling in the money now. And that's very rare. Most people who can live comfortably on YouTube, who work just YouTube, generally have upwards of 400 to 500,000 subscribers, pulling in hundreds of thousands of views per day. 200,000, I think, probably minimum. Then they're sitting okay. They're living comfortably. Well, we all know I don't pull that. And because the amount of time I invest in the channel and in streaming, I don't have the time to work a part-time job anymore. This is all the time I have because I also have a family. And so therefore this basically has to take the place of a job, which without the same pay. And so therefore, it hurts financially to be able to put out content for you guys, which means I would have to purchase the content that's released and updates, because nothing's given to me through Vainglory. I have been given ice in the past one time. When I first started my channel, one time. That was it. It was like 1,000 ice for like 3 people or something like that, and that was it. Ever since then, I haven't got a single thing in terms of currency, so everything's out of my own pocket. So all the little money I make from YouTube gets split from bills and then investments into the game to put out content for you guys, so you guys can see the newest stuff firsthand. And also, YouTube money's not taxed. So what was starting as little becomes even less once tax season's here. So this is why I'm basically making this video, guys. For those of you guys who want to donate, the option's there through Patreon, but I want to get back. I'll go ahead and go over all the different types of things that will be offered. But the option's there for you guys in case you want to help support my channel, help ease the debilitating lack of income, and help me keep putting out quality content. Regardless of what happens, I'm gonna try my best to keep doing what I do. Over time it should start to get better and better, but it's definitely in the long haul, not the immediate future. And so every little bit I really appreciate, and I value every bit, even if it's just $1. That $1 goes so far. Because imagine if I have these icebox openings I have to do for you guys, to get these skins and everything like that. That's like $100 right there. Getting a couple dollars here and there will help soften that blow. Every little bit helps. I don't require any of you guys to donate any money through Patreon at all, but the option is there for you guys in case you wanted to. I'm not going to advertise this every freaking video. It's just something I wanted to put out so you guys can kind of know that it exists. But yeah, so I don't expect to be seeing different types of captions showing up in all the videos saying, hey, check out my Patreon, that kind of thing. No, I'll have it probably my banner kind of hidden away. If you guys happen to see it there, it's there for you, just so I can give you guys a general idea. It's okay, you want to know about Patreon, there's the link right there, and it'll be in the description too for you guys to easily see. But I'm not gonna spam my videos with Patreon because I just feel like I said, it's there for you guys in case you want it. Otherwise, it's not required. But yeah, so let me go ahead and pull up the rewards here. I'll probably put it in the description, or just put it in the video. I don't know. I'll have to probably edit it if I do. But yeah, so basically it goes from $1 up to I think $100, which I don't expect anybody to do, nor do I want you to. But if you really feel that charitable, you are more than you're more than welcome to do so. I'd put $1, which is what I basically think it would be a fair amount if you wanted to donate, because it doesn't hurt you very much, and every little bit does help. But then there's $5 and things like what happens is that how I give back is basically I give you perks in terms of my streams. So for instance, like the $5 win, you will now be able to partake in live streams that will happen once a week for just patrons only. So for all the people who like, oh, I never get into your games because there's just so many people, and every time I make a stream, I get more and more followers, and therefore getting into the queue gets harder and harder and harder. Well, this Patreon allows me to set up a day where just only you guys get to play with me. Even though there's other viewers, only patrons get to play. I'll have a list, and only you guys get to play with me that day. I'll make sure it's a fairly long stream, so we can get as many games as we can in with all you guys who are doing the $5 pledge on Patreon. So there's that, and then you will also be able to have priority in Mobcrush streams in general. Basically, how it works is, from this point forward, I will be doing a queue of 3 viewers and 3 patrons, no matter what, until that day where it's just patrons. So patrons will have that 3 spot set up where they will always have priority over the viewers who don't donate. I value every single person, whether you donate, but I have to return some sort of thing back to you guys for being so considerate and donating a little money here and there. I just can't just take it and say thank you. I want to give back to you guys, so therefore I set that in place for you guys. There's like $10 ones, which I really want to get back, and so what I did is I basically set up a raffle. Every month I'm gonna have a $25 iTunes gift card raffle, and after, so basically the ratio is a 1 in 8 chance. So for every 8 people who start pledging $10, I will give out 1 gift card for $25. So there essentially is a 1 in 8 chance that you'll get your money back and then some. And then for every increase of 8 people, I will go ahead and increase the amount of gift cards by 1. So if 16 people do it, then I'll increase the gift cards by, I'll give out 2 gift cards of $25. And yeah, so, and then you also can go up to, say, people want to know about my shirts, my sweaters. Those themselves cost about $18, plus tax and shipping. So it comes out to be a little bit more than people would want. It's pretty normal for custom shirts, but for the normal person, they'll think that's a little expensive just for a custom shirt. I can just go to the store like Target and get one for $10, even though it's not custom. It feels just as good. This way, if you guys donate $25, I basically just take that money and give you these perks plus a shirt. And the perks are like, you have access to my Patreon-only Skype. You will have always access to me if you want to talk to me while I'm online. And if you want to get in some games, we can get that organized and we can play. There are limits. Like I said, I don't want to make this into something where it's just a limitless supply of money. I really only expect people to donate $1 if they want to donate. It's not something that I really require. $1 is enough. Trust me. But for those people who want to donate $25 or $25, you have the Rumbly T-shirt. You will get the access to my Skype, which is for patrons only, and it's limited to 10 people. I don't want to give it out to 100 people, and now I can only talk to those people like once a month. I want to make sure that it's a really refined group of people, those who are really putting out a lot of money to support my channel, and I want to get back to you guys by being able to communicate with you guys directly through my chat on Skype, and that's the best way I can do it. And then there's $50. There's only 5 people for that one, and then there's 4 people for the 100, and then 1 person for 500. The $50, you're basically, I said, you're a beast, and you get all the above rewards, and you get a custom sweater, which even more pricey. And then you also get to be in my YouTube videos once a month, while I can link any kind of social networks that you want, YouTube, whatever it is, in the description for you. So if you guys are YouTubers or if you have a social network and you want to build up your audience, I will help you do that through my description and through the video. And then the $100 one, you're getting all the same rewards as the other ones above, but then you also get to be in a video of your choice, so you can tell me, okay, do this, play this way, play this mode, and I'm going to be in it. And I'll be like, okay. And you get it each month while linking, again, all your social networks, your YouTube. And then I will tell you everything about basically how to grow a YouTube channel. So basically the $100 one is a YouTube package. Like, if you're upcoming YouTuber for Vainglory, I will help you to the best of my ability to get you the optimal amount of exposure. So I will work with you doing collaborations. I will work with you with getting an intro. I'll work with you getting a logo. I will also get you some experience with Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro for you guys who are on Mac. If you want to learn how to edit videos, the efficient way and the the pretty way, the beautiful way. Yeah, so I'll help you with that because, like, for instance, you'll be able to do things like that 1.7 overview video. You can have things like that using Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro, and it looks professionally done. Although sometimes there were some times where my voice was kind of lackluster. I try my best. But yeah, so things like that, and I'll help you out as much as I can. And I'll also draw you, paint, whatever, a picture of some Vangler related content with my signature on it. It's whatever you choose that's related to Vangler. I will draw it and paint it myself. Yes, I was an artist for quite a while, so I have some skill set in that area, and I can definitely do that for you guys. So yeah, and then the $500 one. Like, again, I don't expect any people to do this. It's just I put the option there in case someone wants to do this, and I know people have asked about it. So here you go. You get all the above awards. I have no idea, like I said in this pledge, what I can offer for this awesome level of kindness. So the sky's the limit. Let me know what sort of reward you would like within reason. Obviously, I can't just show up and do your bidding. Do my chores, clean my car, drive me to work, that kind of thing. But like things like meeting in person, it's one person though. So like meeting in person, being my +1 at Vangler events. So like there are a lot of times I've already been invited to 2 events so far within the first year of Vangler events. I went to meet them at their office, and that was pretty awesome. And then I got invited to that global launch event, and that was awesome too. And I get +1s. I can have you as my +1. And so normally when you wouldn't be able to be invited to those type of things, I will help you get invited. So that'll be pretty awesome. So since I know a lot of you guys play this game pretty rigorously, and that it'd be an amazing experience for you guys to be able to be that +1 and be there with me. Also, future gaming conventions, you will be invited as my +1. I will pay as much as I can for your flight. I will basically take what you give me and put that towards a ticket. Essentially. So I will try my hardest to make sure that your ticket costs the least amount possible to come meet with me, or just go to conventions and that kind of thing. And you have complete access to my personal Skype. Complete access being like Bentim1, Knox Fox. They have complete access to me. No matter what, they have my text number. They have everything. They can talk to me whenever they want. Collaborate with me at all times because they always have me on call. That kind of thing. And then you will also be starting my Vangler list, so therefore you will always be on, high alert for me, saying, oh, he's on, let's play, that kind of thing. I will play with you as much as humanly possible. I can't guarantee I'll play with you every single day, but I will play with you as much as possible, more than anybody else. So with that being said, I will work on your elo if you want my help to help work on your elo. I may not be a Fuji or a Raki Zero, but I will try my best to get you to at least POA. I will help you with your strategies. I will help you with better gameplay, your builds, that kind of thing, how to counter build, vision control, map control, all that stuff, as much as I can give, within reason. I'm not a professional player, but I feel like I have a a decent level of knowledge in Vangler that I can assist a lot of low-level elo players into becoming, really seasoned players. So that's the $500 one. That's called the VIP package. And again, really, I'm not asking for any donations. I'm saying the option is there. If you donate, I wouldn't expect any more than just $1. But the options are there to donate more in case you like those perks and you would want to have those perks. So again, guys, this is, my way of saying, for all you guys who want to donate, I'm not just taking your money. I want to get back somehow. That's why I'm going to be eliminating the links that I had for donations on my YouTube through PayPal, where it's just basically you're just sending money to me. And I will now have this up where donations mean something to me, And so hopefully you guys understand my predicament here, in terms of financially, but also that that I really care for you guys. You guys make my channel what it is. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. And I want to get back as much as I can. So definitely check it out. If it's not something that you're interested in, that's perfectly fine. I love you just as much. And I will try to play with you guys just as much, regardless of any donations being made. But yeah, so hopefully you guys found this video informational. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.